Hello, everyone, and welcome. You can sense it through the pageantry, the tradition, the electricity that permeates this place as we get set for a terrific game. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, a group looking to make a statement. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. First down for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, they'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best four programs from the Pac-12, but all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gets it out quickly. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, I have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback will audible. On third down, going up top. Makes the grab. It's Morgan. Puts him in the spin cycle. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
The short hands. It's Bell.
And I love working with the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
They're going to run it. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll try to run for it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Dropping back, it's Orji. They're bringing heat. Touchdown! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points and lost. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. They agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Give to the fullback. Keeps the legs moving. So after the first down run, here's second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Then early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Looking for a man. It's Orji. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
On the move. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, where he could field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy. It puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Through the air, it's Orji. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. Third down. Fights off the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Quick completion on the out route. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the first down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, you can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, it doesn't matter.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
Nice job on third and goal. You know what's coming. I know what's coming. The physicality, the offensive line doing a great job, and the fullback gets the handoff right up the gut, takes it downhill, uses his power, and falls into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Klubnik. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And as he throws, hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And now on second down for this offense. They'll run the toss. At the 45 on his way. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Oh, they block it. Now he can return this. The 50. The 30. The 20. He takes it all the way back for the 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Zings it complete to the right. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's grinding stool. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He's looking to throw it. Takes his shot. He's got an open man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions with the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw on second down. He'll take a shot. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They're backed up. First and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Feeling some heat. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Threw a pick last time. Almost threw another one. But you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience.
None. Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Like, listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more play-making as opposed to giving it to the other team.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. He'll fire to his right. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the 2nd half. He'll return it. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
To throw, it's Klubnik. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short in the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Maffa. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Using his legs, it's Maffa. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Scrambling away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
On the run, fires downfield. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They're trying to get to it. Got it set up on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
The give to the tailback. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the big fella. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's really nice catch by the...
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. It's been hard enough to slow down these guys on this drive. Now the penalty gives them another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Mapa. Able to get one down to the 15.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Randall. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7 from the field goal.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out in the flat.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Firing to the right, complete. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Quickly complete. They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The offense onto the field again. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Dances away from one. Obliterates him, still on the move. Strong, firm tackle.
And I think if you're the head coach. Defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll toss it to the left. And he has a solid gain before the defense models him up.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game. And I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key for.
He's got it and just sashays into the end zone for the touchdown. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead, you got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, beat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? They'll try to pick up the 1st. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching me go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Buys a little time. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the done.